Hey everyone, and a very warm welcome back to Learn and Laugh. I am so thrilled to have you here with me today. In this explainer, we are going to break down step by step exactly how to truly master all four past tenses in English grammar. Now, I completely understand that grammar can sometimes feel, well, a bit overwhelming. But I promise you, by the end of our time together today, you're going to know exactly when and how to confidently use every single one of these tenses. So, let's just dive right in.
Here's our game plan for today's session. We're going to start with the simple past tense, then move right into the past continuous, step it up to the past perfect, and finally tackle the past perfect continuous. And to wrap it all up, we'll do a side-by-side final comparison so you can really see the differences.
All right, let's kick things off with section 1, the simple past tense, which is all about finished actions.
So, we use the simple past tense to talk about actions that both started and finished in the past. The absolutely crucial point to remember here is completion. These are things that are 100% done. They are securely locked away in the past.
To actually build a sentence using the simple past, we use a really straightforward formula. You just take your subject, add your verb in its past form, and then tack on the object. Seriously, once you have this little building block down, you can talk about almost anything you did yesterday.
Let's look at some examples. I visited Chennai yesterday, or she watched a movie last night. Both of those actions are completely finished, right? But notice how the structure shifts just a tiny bit when we want to make a negative statement or ask a question. For a negative, we have to bring in did not, so it becomes, I did not watch TV yesterday. And for a question, we just lead with did, like, did you visit Chennai?
Okay, your turn. Let's do a super quick practice activity. How would you change the present tense sentence, I play football, into the simple past tense? I'll give you just a second to think about it. Got it? The answer is, I played football. Fantastic job.
Moving right along to section 2, the past continuous tense. This one is for actions in progress.
So, the past continuous tense describes an action that was happening at a specific time in the past. It brilliantly illustrates an action that was already in motion. Picture this, you're deep into studying, right in the zone, and suddenly your phone rings. The studying was an ongoing, continuous process when that specific interruption occurred.
For our structure here, we take our subject, add a helping verb, which is going to be either was or were, depending on your subject, and then we add our main verb with an ing at the very end. That little ing is your absolute biggest clue that an action is continuous and flowing.
For example, I was studying at 8 p.m. We are anchoring that ongoing action of studying to a very specific moment in the past. Or, she was cooking dinner. And just like before, for negatives, we simply insert the word not, so I was not sleeping. For questions, we just flip that helping verb right to the front. Were you studying?
Time for another quick practice. Complete this sentence for me. She blank dinner, using the past continuous tense. Take a second. All right, the correct answer is, she was cooking dinner. You are doing so great. Keep it up.
Now, we are leveling up to section 3, the past perfect tense, which focuses on one action happening before another.
I actually love to think of this tense as a literal time machine within the past itself. It's used when one action happened before another action in the past. It's basically a tool that helps us pinpoint exactly which of two events occurred first.
The structure for this one is actually quite elegant. We use our subject, plus the vital helper word had, followed by the past participle of our verb. The crucial thing to remember here is that the word had acts like a giant flashing neon sign telling whoever you're talking to, hey, this thing happened way earlier than the other thing I'm talking about.
Let's visualize this sequence together. Step 1, the homework was entirely finished. Step 2, dinner started. Because the homework was totally done and dusted before dinner even became a factor, we would say, I had finished my homework before dinner. See? The past perfect makes the timeline crystal clear.
Okay, grammar detectives, put your thinking caps on for this practice activity. Read this sentence. She had left before I arrived. Which action actually happened first? Did she leave first, or did I arrive first? Yep, that's right. She had left contains our magic helper word had, so she definitely left first. Brilliant work.
All right, we made it to section 4, the past perfect continuous tense. This is all about a continuous action before another past action.
This tense shows that an action continued for some amount of time before another action happened in the past. The entire focus here is on the duration. we are heavily emphasizing just how long a specific action was unfolding right up until the next event popped up.
Now this formula looks a bit longer. Subject plus had been plus verb ing. But please don't let it intimidate you. It is literally just a combination of the pieces you already know. Had gives us the before another action part, and been plus the ing verb gives us that ongoing duration part. It's like a puzzle fitting together.
Imagine you're cramming for a huge test. Look at this continuous effort. Hour 1, studying. Hour 2, studying. Hour 3, studying. Then finally, at hour 4, the exam begins. To express this massive effort extending right up until the test, you would say, I had been studying for 3 hours before the exam began.
Let's test your knowledge one last time. Complete this sentence for me. They blank for an hour before the bus arrived. Use the past perfect continuous and think about that formula we just looked at. The answer is, they had been waiting for an hour. Excellent.
And finally, Section 5, our final comparison, where we put all the past tenses side by side.
Check this out. Notice how a single simple concept, like playing football, totally transforms across the 4 tenses to communicate entirely different meanings about time. I played football is just done. Simple. I was playing football sets a scene that's in motion. I had played football before dinner clearly establishes an order of events. And I had been playing football for 2 hours before dinner. Well, that really emphasizes the exhausting duration of the game before you finally got to eat.
So let's do a super quick recap. Simple past equals a finished action. Past continuous is an action in progress. Past perfect is finished before another past action. And past perfect continuous is an action that continued before another past action. You have done absolutely incredible work today. But before you go, I want you to ask yourself something. The last time you told a friend a crazy story about your weekend, did you use the right time machine to tell it? Pay close attention to the tenses you use in your very next conversation. If you found this explainer helpful, please remember to hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe to Learn and Laugh for more. Keep practicing your English, and I will see you next time.